Let's see. Okay, what's it? I'm going to see it's the album.
Okay, actually, you can write on.
They come, I try. I think I'm missing something here. This Zoom something that they come up, and I'm still online, which is surprising.
Okay, while you are trying to do that, let me be taking questions then. So, Austin, what question do you have? Austin?
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Austin. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, one of my questions is that there was a prospect from South Africa. I wanted to recommend the expertness. So he now told me that it's not from Nigeria. So I wanted to recommend the CPA affiliate program for him, but I tried to use the payment system myself. And it was telling me that the merchant doesn't support the space stack dollar payment option. So I wanted to ask how the client can pay for the CPA.
Okay. What card are you trying to use to make payments?
That is the pay stack dollar option.
What card?
Okay, it's MasterCard.
Well,
I wanted to try it myself so I can send the link to the client, to the prospect.
What card are you using? Which bank card?
Is it the bank card I'm using?
Yes.
It's the First Bank MasterCard I'm using.
Well, I think you might have issues with using any Nigerian ATM card first because of, these days, they just come with different policies. So
because there's an amount restriction on Nigerian dollar cards.
Yeah, and I think the card is using is even a MasterCard. It's not even a dollar card. So I think your prospects might not have that issue if they are using the dollar card. Majorly, the dollar payments is not really for Nigerians. Like we added it for those who are not in Nigeria who wants to pay or wants to buy any course on Estonia. So you get. So
maybe I'll send it to the prospect. Maybe he'll try it out.
Yeah, please do that.
All right. Thank you.
Any more question? Uche, have you been able to sort it out?
Yeah.
Okay, any more question? If you have any question, let me check the chat box. Nothing here yet. Okay, if you have any question, all you have to do is just to raise your hand. Once you raise your hand, you will be asked to unmute yourself so that you can speak. Okay, so since there are no questions, Uche, you can just start. You can just continue with what you have for us today.
Okay.
So you are now the host.
My name is Uche Okoro, and you're welcome to the 72 IG weekly mentorship class. Now, on this class, we are going to learn how to use simple copywriting strategies to boost your traffic and sales. Now, to be able to do this, we are going to learn how to deploy copywriting principles to craft ads, tweets, Instagram posts, emails, Facebook posts, articles, blog posts, and the entire caboodle, and how to use all of this to drive your audience, to drive traffic, and make sales subsequently. Now, during our last class, we were able to touch on some of these things, but I'm certain that lots of people on this call now were likely not on that class, one. Secondly, we weren't able to complete that class because questions started coming up. It took like up to 1 hour, over 1 hour answering questions. So what we'll be doing today will be sort of like a brief recap of what we did that day and completing the class entirely. So let's go. Now the thing is, when it comes to crafting ads, crafting tweets, Instagram posts, emails, articles, blog posts, if you're going to make them effective, you'd have to work on 3 things. Now, these 3 things are, first of all, you have to be able to get your customers' attention. Or let's call this person your prospects, because they haven't bought from you yet. So at this stage in the buying journey, they are still your prospects. So you have to be able to get day and time. Attention is a very expensive currency. Everybody is distracted. Everybody has something they are doing. You have Netflix, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have WhatsApp, you have girls DMing you. For the girls, you have guys DMing you. You have Facebook. You have your life to live. Probably have your secondary school WhatsApp group where one guy who is a pastor is always sending broadcasts. Like you are constantly distracted. You have work. You have your affiliate marketing business. So put yourself in the shoes of your prospects. Before you'd have to notice anything, they would have to catch your attention. It's just like you driving, say you're on Lekki Ekpe Expressway in traffic. All the cars on the road are just moving slowly. And then somewhere you just see 2 people fighting. Like everybody starts gathering. People start fighting. Your eyes would be riveted to that fight, because while you're moving along that traffic jam, while you're in traffic, that fight is a complete distraction from what is going on. So if you're going to be able to get your prospects' attention, you have to distract them from anything that is happening around them. And to be able to distract your prospect, like I said, on one hand, attention is very expensive. But on the other hand, it just means that you have to be more interesting than the next person. Why am I saying this? I don't watch movies as much as I used to watch movies back in the day. But I know that whenever I open up my Netflix and I feel like watching a particular movie, I'd have to look at the trailer first. Now, when I watch the trailer and it's engaging, like, this movie has potential. Let me just stick around. That is what your prospect is thinking when they see your tweet, when they see your article, when they see your blog post, when they come to your blog. Seems like this guy is making sense. Seems like this guy is saying good stuff. Seems like this guy gets sense. Okay, let me follow him for more sensible tweets in future. Someone comes to your blog, they read 1 blog post, they read 2. Like, seems like this guy really says stuff. Okay, let me turn on my post notification for whenever I drops a blog post. And this is how it is over and over and over and over again. So for you to be able to do this, you have to first and foremost get your customers' attention. So how do you get your customers' attention? Well, there are myriads of ways you can get someone's attention. But when it comes to advertising, sales, and marketing, you can start with stories, powerful stories. When it comes to writing articles, why would I say powerful stories? I just talked about Netflix now. Some months ago, Netflix, I think when they released their quarterly earnings, I think in the speech their CEO made, he said one of their biggest competitors is sleep. Now imagine when the company says our biggest competitor in the business is sleep. So it's kind of like Netflix has, and when you go through the whole Netflix app, you see how they use certain size images, how they put some maybe an episode of a particular film. They give you a little bit of info about this particular episode, info that is going to make you curious. You want to know what is happening. You want to know, okay, you want to know. There's this curiosity. And that is how powerful it is when you use curiosity, you use storytelling. Because if I'm telling you a story now, you want to know what happened at the end. If I say once upon a time, in the land of the animals, the tortoise was king. Wow, really? But we all know the lion is usually the king. Why is the tortoise the king? I've caught your attention. I've caught your attention. So this is what you have to do at every point in time. You have to get your customers' attention at all costs. I'm not saying you have to use blatant imagery, you have to go overboard, but you have to find ways to grab your customers at your prospects' attention. And you have like between 2 to 5 seconds. Because like I said, we are in a constant state of distraction. People are so distracted. So how do you get your customers' attention? Like I was saying, curiosity. Now, the thing about curiosity is when someone sees something that catches their attention, they want to know more about this thing you're talking about. They want to they want to get to the bottom of the conversation, the bottom of the story. They want to know where the story leads. They want to know what happens next. Just like you're watching a movie and at the end, someone gets shot. And you see the way some episodes in seasonal movies and in series ends. You know, there was like I said, I don't watch lots of movies these days, but I remember within 24 hours, I watched like 3 seasons of the Last Kingdom. Yeah, 3 seasons of the Last Kingdom. So every episode that ended for the next episode, there was like this cliffhanger. Like, what is going to happen next? Maybe this guy betrays this guy. Maybe this guy kills this guy. Maybe this guy starts fighting this guy. You know, like they always end it in a way that even if you have something to do, maybe you have to go to work, you have a meeting to attend. While you are where you are, occasionally your mind will drift back to that movie. Like, I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode. In fact, curiosity is so crazy that there are people who, when they are seeing a movie, halfway through the movie, they go to Google, maybe search Wikipedia, search IMDb to check how the movie ends. Now, this is a movie maybe you're like 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour into, and you just exit and go to Google or Wiki or IMDb to check how the movie ends, because what's going to happen? Some people tell you, I just can't hold it. I don't have that I don't have that patience to I just, you hear things like this. So this is how your prospect thinks. So whenever you're dealing with someone, you have to have it at the back of your mind that your prospect was preoccupied with something else before your article came up. Your prospect was reading another tweet before they saw your tweet. The prospect was watching another advert. Your prospect was maybe watching a movie, a Yoruba film, a Nollywood film, a series, was probably watching Squid Game. The prospect was maybe scrolling through Binance, trying to see the crypto charts, the current prices of BNB or current price of BTC. The prospect was probably scrolling through Twitter. The prospect was probably scrolling through their Instagram feed. They were preoccupied before your marketing materials came on their timeline. So whatever it is you're doing, you have to ensure that in that little space of time you get to come into their space, that you don't lose it for any reason. And how do you not lose this 2 to 5 seconds? Powerful stories. Everybody loves storytelling. Human beings, we are inclined to gossip. We are inclined to knowing what is happening in someone else's lives. I remember an email, I think 2 different emails Mr. Toyin sent out. So one of them, he was talking about, his love life in one. And when he tweeted about that, he was talking about he had a very high open rate. Like people were like opening that particular email. And he made a bunch of sales from that particular email because people were like, oh, this guy wants to tell us about his life. Let us listen to him. Let us know what he's saying. People want to know about you. People want to know about stuff you're doing. And this applies even in your emails, even in your blog posts, even in your tweets. People want to get to know his side, even in music, art. People want to get to know a side of you that you don't normally put in public. I'm not saying you just put yourself out there, like expose yourself entirely. Just that once in a while, you have to be able to add a personal touch. So if you're doing your whole marketing thing, once in a while, people want to know that, well, this person I'm dealing with is not your marketing robot. It's not. There is a life to this person. There is an other side to this person. If you read Seth Godin, if you maybe read any of Seth Godin's books, or you've seen pictures of him, he's a bald-headed guy, completely shaven. He looks like Jeff Bezos. And he always wears colored glasses, like colored frame glasses. He could be wearing pink glasses, yellow glasses. When you're looking at this guy, like, why is this guy dressed like this? He knows that he has to catch your attention. That is why he's dressed in that way. Because he has to distract you from whatever it is you are doing. So back to what I was saying about how to ensure that you hold your customers' attention. Remember I said to write effective ads, effective tweets, effective articles, you must first get your customers' attention. After getting the attention, while they are scrolling down, you have to get them to click. You have to get them to click on the link that is in maybe that marketing material or in your sales funnel. Now, when I talk about a sales funnel, the sales funnel could be a Facebook advert that takes them to a landing page, that takes them to your WhatsApp. Now, when a prospect sees an advert on Facebook, maybe it's a video ad, maybe it's a written word pre-sale, there has to be enough, should I say, evidence or enough information in what you've written that will make them click on the link that will take them to your landing page. So at every point in time, you're not even selling a product, you are selling the click. You are selling the click, you're selling the link. So when I put up a Facebook pre-sale, say I'm trying to sell 72 IG, I'm not even selling 72 IG. I'm trying to sell that link to my landing page because I'm trying to get them to come to my landing page, or maybe probably my WhatsApp. It depends on the kind of funnel you use. When they click on my WhatsApp, when they click on the landing page, when they get to the landing page, I'm trying to get them to click on the link that takes them to maybe my WhatsApp or maybe my email list. So at every point in time, you are selling a link. You're trying to sell the click at every point in time. Say, for example, you're using influencer marketing, which is typically an influencer posts a tweet that goes viral. Under the tweet, they plug in maybe your affiliate marketing ad under the tweet. Now, just to show you that the influencer is selling a click, the influencer posts a tweet that goes viral, say 10,000 likes. Inside that tweet, they add an additional tweet that says, so if you want to learn how to make money online, affiliate marketing, 200K weekly, 200K monthly, click on this link. Now, for them to be able to sell your click, they had to post a tweet that went viral first. Now, typically on Twitter, when you post maybe two tweets, 2, 3, 4, 5 tweets plus, when I see the first tweet, what is going to show me is continue to read the thread or continue to read thread, something like that, because it appears like it's a thread. Now, this tweet has gone viral. They are selling the click. When I click on that tweet, the tweet where the influencer is plugging your affiliate marketing link is the next thing. Now, when I click on, now depending on the message you put out, it could be click on this link to learn how to make so amount of money. Lots of young people are making so amount of money. Click on this link to learn how. Click on this link to get a free video. Click on this link to get a free ebook. Depending on how captivating your small write-up is, you're still selling the click that they will click to get to maybe your WhatsApp or your email list. So at every point in time, you are selling a click. When someone comes in to say my WhatsApp funnel, and I'm chatting with them on WhatsApp inside the DM, what I do is I talk about a little bit about expert, a little bit about affiliate marketing. Okay, this is how it works. It works for me. I made a so and so amount. It's working for other people. This person has made so and so amount. This person has made so and so amount, and so. And then I go, there's a lot about affiliate markets. There's a lot out there about affiliate markets, but you need something that is tested and trusted. So click on this link to watch this video. Simple. I didn't say anything about selling 72 IG to them. I simply sold the link. I simply sold the click. So by the time they click on that link and get to the video, the 72 IG landing page, anything that is there is enough to convince them. It's more or less, would they be willing to take the step further? Because the next thing would be, oh, chatting me up and asking me, oh, what is this? What is this? I also like find a way to like create an open loop. Most of these we've addressed it in the 72 IG WhatsApp page. I find a way to create an open loop, like, oh, in case you have any further questions, you can send me a message, or send me a message once you're done watching the video, like open loops like that, because I am selling a click. Now, they go to that video, because that's send me a message when you've seen this video is there. I have the opportunity to chat them up at any point in time. They also have it at the back of their mind that, oh, this guy sent the video to me, send the link to a video to me. After I'm done watching this video, I should send them a message. So that open loop is also a click. It's a link that I'm selling without actively trying to sell the product. So at every point in time, you should have it at the back of your mind that when you're writing an article, you're writing a blog post, it is not the product per se you're selling in that article. What you're selling is the link that takes them to where they are going to take that definite action that is going to put money into your pockets. So you should find a way to craft your messages in ways that move people from point A to point B. The message at point B takes them from point B to point C. The message at point C takes them from C to D. And while selling a lead, the cool thing about selling a link or selling a click is it helps you filter. It's a filtering mechanism, because someone who sees your pre-sale on Facebook and gets your landing page, and maybe they say, oh, it's affiliate marketing. Oh, I've heard about this before. Let me not continue. Let me just leave. It saves you the time. It saves you that time where this person might chat you up and start asking you questions, and you'll be like, oh, it's affiliate. I'll be like, oh, I know about this thing already. Okay, don't worry. Then you lose that particular person. So the time frame when you'd have been engaging in a no-show, in someone that might not buy from you, you'd have used this sell a click approach to filter them out before they finally get. So whoever is getting to you, whoever is coming to you, is more or less someone who is likely going to buy what it is you're selling to them. And then the conversations you have in your DMs, in your WhatsApp groups, during your webinars, they're also filtering mechanisms. You're also selling a click at each point. So when they eventually click on that link and get to where they're supposed to buy, the VSL there does the conversion for you, and boom, you've made a sale. So as I was saying, ways to sell your click, you have to use stories, not just basic stories, powerful stories. Powerful stories doesn't mean you have to start trying to write like Chinua Achebe or trying to write like Chimamanda. A powerful story could be, I was here, I was a pauper, I was in tatters, my life was fucked up, but this is me now. That is a powerful story, because the thing about stories are at every point in time, your story is motivating or inspiring someone else at every point in time. Maybe, oh, you're making 100K per week now, and in your mind you're saying, but that's not a lot of money. But there's someone else who isn't even making half what you're making. But then when you hit up that story, when you hit them up with that story, like, oh, I used to be this guy who was working at the factory. They were just paying maybe 7,000 naira a month, but now making 100K. Wherever that person is, wherever they are, that's motivation, that inspiration hits them like, oh, this is where I am, and this is where this guy is. Chances are I could get to where this guy is. Let me just read what this guy has to say to the end. Maybe there might be something he has to share. And they keep reading. And maybe at the end, if you have a product you're trying to sell, they click on the link and they get to the products page. It makes sense, and they eventually buy it. And boom, that's solid. The other thing is urgency, hype. Using urgency, using hype. The thing about urgency is lots of people won't buy stuff until there is a deadline. Now, why am I saying this? Christmas is coming. We all know that things are going to get more expensive. But I can assure you that some people will not go to the market to buy Christmas clothes until December 22nd. December 23rd, when everybody will be struggling, everybody will be fighting, everybody. Some people might even go on December 25th morning to buy the clothes they are going to wear later in the afternoon. That is because the way human beings are wired mentally. Human beings respond to scarcity. That is why Apple makes crazy money, because you know that an iPhone is probably 500K. It'll be everybody if you use that. Kind of person is made. Probably the best way they sip Gary self without sugar. But the fact that, oh, they have this phone in their hand, there's just this feeling that, oh, this guy has money. This girl is living well. And that is what they have, that aura they have crafted around their products. That scarcity, that elitism, that's, this is who we are. Not everyone can be like us. So when you sell urgency, like, see, within the next 12 hours, I have an offer for people who want to learn affiliate marketing. I'm offering you a free ebook. You're joining a free webinar. There are just space for 100 attendees. People respond, people are wired to respond to things like this. And that the funny thing is, no matter how many times you do it, because human beings like things that they have to struggle for, they have to fight to get in. You hear things like this when it comes to women and relationships. Yeah, girls say, oh, this guy is treating me like this because he got everything on a platter of gold. Or yes, some people say, no gree, give him hard time. If you just agree quick, he no go do you anyhow. He will take you for granted. You think you're cheap. And the thing is, at the end of the day, look, it's human nature. People treasure things that it seems like they have to fight to get in. The reason why most people are on this class is, well, I've spent 50,000 naira already. I've spent 45,000. I've spent 40,000 naira already. I should be here to get value for my money. If the attendees on this class, they didn't pay money to join Expertnia, most of them won't be here. And that's the issue with free things. Most of them would be like, I don't have any, I beg, I have other things to do. They probably say, oh, I want to go and watch football. I have a movie to see on Netflix and all that. So when you have urgency in what you're selling, when there is a serious sense of urgency in what you're selling, people will tend to respond quickly. Urgency, you could use discounts as an urgency. Oh, you get this now. I mean, if you use Jumia or Konga, you'll be getting Black Friday messages everywhere. Even if you're watching videos on YouTube, it's popping up everywhere. Oh, Black Friday is coming. Use this discount code and all that. These are things people respond to. The funny thing about Black Friday coming is the product they are telling you right now is maybe 10,000 naira, and they'll say cancel it. It was 14,000 naira before. Funny thing is, the product might have always been 10,000, but the fact that they are telling you, see, now they are telling you now it's 14,000, but we are canceling it and we are selling it to 10,000. Will make more people respond to this shopping time frame, and that's just how human beings are. Every single one of us, nobody is above that urgency thing. Nobody is above treasuring things that they have to fight for to get in. So you have to find a way to craft your messages in ways that, if you're not using powerful stories that touch on emotion, that give the prospect an idea of an experience, like, wow, and you mean I can go from here to here? Okay, you mean I am here now and I could move from here to here? If you don't have something like that in your tweets, your ads, it's going to be almost hard for you to be able to get people's attention. Now, another thing you can do is proof, social proof. Some days ago, I went out in the evening to use the ATM. When I got there, one guy was using the other ATM. When I tried to use this other one, he didn't pay me. Someone came in. When they came in, like the queue, something like that. When someone came in and they noticed the other guy leaving, they didn't go directly to that ATM where he was. They came to my own ATM. So that's me how far they pay. They pay. Because at the back of your mind, probably the one where the guy is walking away from probably is not working. And this happens if you go to ATM queues, ATM stands. You see maybe one particular ATM, you have 12 people standing on that ATM, and maybe the other two ATMs, nobody's standing there. Someone new comes, they don't try to check if any of the ATMs are working. They just join the queue. Because that's how human beings are, social proof. We do what other people are doing. We want to know that. And see, it doesn't matter if you say, oh, I'm not someone that follows trends, I'm my own person. Deeply, we do things that we know are either working for people. Say, for example, someone says, oh, I read 10 books last year. And for me to be able to read 10 books last year, I had to block out 10 minutes each day to read. And then you said you want to try it. Now you're trying it because this person is telling you this is what I did and this is what I could achieve because I did this. That's social proof. Probably if it's a tweet or an article, they could probably have other people stating their own experiences. That, oh, I did the same thing. Oh, I've tried this too. Oh, I've did this. And there's it. So for affiliate marketing, social proof is simply this thing is working for this person. Okay, this person is making so and so amount. This person made so and so amount. If it's working for them, it can work for you too. It is going to work for you too. You just need to put in the effort required. And boom. So if you're going to be able to sell a click, if you're going to be able to grab your customer's attention, sell a click, you have to use powerful stories. The current VSL on X172IG has a story of Bruno from here to here, from here to here. That's a powerful story. There is urgency there. You're always seeing, oh, the price is going to be this between now and now. Price is going to be this from now to now. At this month is going to be this amount. Then there are testimonials there. First people experiences, there's social proof. You have lots of people, I made so and so amount in 2 weeks, I made so and so amount in a week, I made so and so amount in 3 days, I made $1 million in 1 week, I've made 10 million so far. Social proof. These are things that work on our consciousness. The other thing is pre-selling people. Now, the thing about pre-selling people is, say for example, you go to a party and you meet lots of women there and you want to get one of them to be your girlfriend and all that. We all know that you can't go and start telling her, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. That is stupid. You might probably get ignored or worst case scenario, get insulted or someone slaps you or something. You have to pre-sell them, make them laugh, or make them giggle, make them smile, get their number, talk to them over the phone or chat with them, get them to come out for a date, have a conversation, get to know them better, get them to know you better. Then subsequently, you can go on with your agenda from day one. But you can't go with your agenda from day one at the onset. So you have to pre-sell them. You have to be selling your click. You have to be selling your click at every point of the interaction. You have to be pre-selling them. You have to take them from point A to point B to C to D till where you want to take them to. So if you're going to be able to sell stuff, you're going to be able to craft tweets that sell stuff, you have to pre-sell people. Pre-selling them just simply means tapping into an already existing desire. A girl that's standing alone at a party, one of two things. Either she is really alone or she's not alone. So if you still get to start talking with her and then you discover she's alone, then there's a desire for companionship deep down. It just depends on how you play your cards, right? So when you latch onto that desire, when you find a way to pre-sell her on that desire, anything will come out of it. Sex, full-fledged relationship, friendship, companionship, whatever. But you have to pre-sell this person. You have to take them from where they currently are and give them a tip of the iceberg, like an idea of where you're going to take them to. Not everything per se, but that's, if I keep talking to this person, something good is likely going to come out of it. So let me just keep talking to them. So like I said, powerful stories that tap on emotion, direct experiences, use urgency, use social proof, pre-sell people, to pre-sell them, latch onto an already existing desire, and then finally make them an offer, an irresistible offer, an offer they cannot refuse. Because when you're pre-selling someone, you're taking them down that path to make them an offer. Some of you, the offers you make when you're trying to sell strategies, oh, I'm going to give you mentorship. So I'm going to help you until you make your first sale. I'm going to hold you by your hand. That's an offer. The offer could be, oh, I have this free ebook that will help you make more money. And that is an offer. But for you to be able to make these offers, you have to know your audience. You have to know the person you're trying. You have to know your prospects. You have to know them in and out. You have to know who is this person like? What do they want? What are their pain points? I'm sorry, I mostly use say relationships, and I'm not even sorry though that I mostly use relationships to drive most of these points home. After all, we are human beings and we understand all these things. But the guy is talking to a girl and she's saying, oh, I've had my heart broken 15 times this year. I'm not sure I can do this relationship thing anymore. Well, the guy probably has plans to break her heart for the 16th time. But he's going to tell her, oh, no. I'm not like the rest. Not like the rest of them. At this point, he has been able to draw out her pain points. He has been able to draw out what it is, the barrier, the reason why she's not going to take him up on his offer, the reason why she's not going to click on his link. He has been able to draw it out of her. Like, oh, I've had my heart broken multiple times, so I don't trust guys. So the next thing he has to do is just find a way to position himself. He might not necessarily verbalize that, oh, I'm not one of those guys. Positioning himself might just be paying attention to her, chatting her, sending her good morning messages, visiting her. Maybe when he comes around, he brings stuff for her, just to put himself in a better light than the people she's used to. And this is how your prospect is. Your prospect has seen lots of advertisements, lots of blog posts talking about making money. So when they see your own, there's this mental barrier already. There's this thing at the back of your head that this might possibly be a scam. This people might be trying to take my money away. What if this thing doesn't work? I've tried things like this before. It's even worse in a place like Nigeria where Ponzi schemes claim they are affiliate marketing platforms or they are doing affiliate marketing, like in Racksteady and the rest. So someone says, oh, I've done affiliate marketing before, but they took my money and ran away. So you have to be able to know these people, draw out their pain points. But while drawing out their pain points, you'd educate them, you'd inform them, you probably need to motivate them and even entertain them before you can sell to them. Remember when I said it's easier to get someone's number, or it's easier to get a girl's number if you've made her laugh. That's entertainment. That's the same way it works when you're trying to sell to someone. If you meet someone one-on-one, I worked for one day in a bank. So I remember when we had this very long queue, and my manager said, "Oh, just walk along the line and try to know what the problem is." And I walked up to this lady like, "Hi, hello, good afternoon. Uh, please, what's the issue? What's the problem you have, so we can just resolve it quickly for you?" And then immediately she started smiling. Now, the fact that she's smiling and probably going to laugh or something, chances are she's not going to cause a scene at the bank. Like all those customers really vex heavily, really para, away, they won't wound you. Chances are this particular customer is not going to, because the fact that I had to leave where I was seated, walk up to her like, "Oh, what's the problem? How can we help you?" I've probably done something that she has never experienced in another bank, or maybe another customer care rep or relationship officer has done before. So in that instance, there's this bank is different from the banks I know. This person is different from the people I know. These people care about me. These people want the best for me. Because your prospect is fucking selfish. Your prospect only cares about themselves. And there's nothing wrong about that. Every single one of us cares about, why are we on this class? You're here because you want to learn stuff that is going to advance your business. Are you here to learn stuff that is going to advance someone else's business? If you're learning stuff here that will advance someone else's business, it's likely they are going to pay you for advancing someone else's business. So at the end of the day, you're here because you're going to take away things that would either help your business or help someone else's business where you're going to get paid. So every single one of us have a selfish streak. We have selfish tendencies. We are particular about our time. We are particular about how we are spending our time. We are particular about the people we are giving our time to. So when I see your adverts, if your advert does not give me any benefits, if I'm looking at your advert, at the back of my mind, it is this advert I'm reading, say, waiting the inside, waiting I won't gain, waiting the inside for me, what's in it for me. So this thing is at the back of your prospect's mind. Is this thing going to add 5 naira to my pocket? This isn't going to help me lose weight. This thing going to make me feel better. This is going to help me sleep better. This is going to help me build muscles faster. This is going to help my Facebook ads run without Facebook banning it. This is going to help my conversion rates go up, say from 1% to 1.5%. Why am I reading this ad? Why am I watching this video? Why am I on this fucking landing page? Why am I on this page? What am I here for? These are the things that are going through your prospect's mind so it is important that you know your prospect. You know the things that turn them on. You know the things that turn them off. You know their desires. You know the things they want out of life. The typical young Nigerian guy just wants to be able to have the kind of money where when he's around his mates or his friends, he doesn't feel intimidated. A typical young lady probably wants the kind of money that she can go on vacation. She can just, I want to go to Dubai today and just fly off. So these are some of the things that typical guy probably wants, just money that he is going to ensure that his family is well fed, that they don't go hungry, they don't have to beg for bread. So these are some of the problems. Your guy will probably just want something that gives them 10 or 20K extra to what they are earning at the moment. But you would have to know these people. You would have to know what their pain is. You'd have to know what else they've tried to use to resolve their pain. Why am I saying this? Pain. Poverty is pain. Not having money to be able to take care of your bills. That's a kind of pain. Watching your child fall sick and you can't buy drugs for them. Watching your kids hungry and they're crying, "Oh, mommy, I want to eat. Mommy, I want to eat this. I want to." Or even probably you have some money and maybe you and your kids are outside on a normal day, and they tell you, "Daddy, I want this, and tell them, get away from there." To get away from there, even then, it's not because they are overstepping their bounds. It's more like probably don't have money to spend. So all these things are different kinds of pain that already exist in your ideal prospect's head. So you have to figure out what these things are and craft your messages highlighting. If you're either highlighting the problems or you're telling your message in a way that this problem you're having, this stubborn underarm fat, this stubborn belly fat, this infertility, this weakness that makes you not last long in bed when you take in our last class, I remember I said there are 5 types of writing, and one is writing to educate, one is writing to inform, one is writing to inspire or motivate, then the other is writing to entertain. But altogether, the major form of writing is writing to sell, which is actually copywriting. So you can either take any of those, writing to inform or writing to educate. When you're educating someone, you're telling them, oh, this 72IG has a module on Facebook ads. It has something that teaches you WhatsApp. It has something that teaches you how to sell on WhatsApp. It has something that teaches you how to do email marketing. It has something, you're educating them on one hand and also informing them. Like, oh, this thing has this, and this is what is going to help you get before you sell to them. So for you to be able to sell, you have to draw on either 1, 2, or 3 of the 4 forms of writing to be able to sell. But at the end of the day, you can't escape informing your audience. You can't even escape sometimes educating them, because when it comes to educating people, I studied engineering in school, and here am I'm a copywriter doing digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and whatnot. I had to go through a process to get here. I don't read KS Strode or engineering mathematics anymore. I have to read dozens and dozens of marketing materials. I have to read lots of sales materials. I have to watch VS sales. I have to read books that I have to go through an educative process. So if you're selling stuff to someone, you have to inform and educate them. Now, informing and educating them, you also have to find a way to do it in an entertaining way. And an entertaining way could be in a very short article, an article that doesn't take them much time to do, to read, or a short video that doesn't take much time, that doesn't strain them mentally. Why am I saying this? If you notice some songs, most of the pop songs in Nigeria now, you notice that they are usually between 2 minutes, 30 seconds to 3 minutes. And that's because research has shown that if a song lasts longer than 3 minutes or thereabouts, your listeners' attention starts fleeting away. So when you go to, say, AudioMark, you go to Spotify, you go to YouTube Music, you go to Apple Music, and you play a song, and 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, the song is finished. You want to play it again because it seems like you can't get enough of it. And this is now, it's now a hack, because at the end you're seeing someone getting like millions of streams. And the hack was, instead of maybe singing it over, and if you compare the length of the songs now to the length of the songs when probably the Banj times, the Wandiko times, the old Don Jazzy times, the Two-Face Idibia African Queen times, you'd see that the length of music has massively reduced, because people's attention is going down the drain every single day. So for you to be able to sell, inform, educate in an entertaining way, maybe very short or very easy to read way, very easy to read article, short entertaining video, a video that highlights the benefits they are going to get, or find the video that tells them, oh, you have this problem, this is going to solve it for you, straight up. So you have to find a way to incorporate these things. And then also don't forget motivate, or what do they call it? Motivate or inspire. Because how do you motivate or inspire someone? Oh, Jato made 1.5 million last week on expert. Yeah. Someone sees that and they are fired up. My normal, this thing they pay, this thing they pay, oh, this thing they pay. Make me self-register, make I see. They are fired up. They make 100K today, and something's telling them that, see, you made 100K, but someone is out there making times 10 of what you're doing. They're going to amp up their efforts. That is motivation in a way that doesn't scream. It's not the perspire to Maguire style of motivation, but you're motivating someone, you're inspiring them to take action. So your writing or your tweets, your articles, your blog posts have to be like this. Now, these things I've described might sound like, oh, these things are too complex. But let me share my screen for a bit and show you guys some things. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, chat box. Okay, great. So, okay, nice. So, this is swiped.co. Now, the reason why I brought you guys here is because if you want to kill it in copywriting, advertising, sales, and marketing, you have to study your competitors. You have to study your competitors. You have to know what people out there are doing. If you're not studying your competitors, you have to study the masters, people that are probably doing what you want to do. Say, for example, this swipe, this ad is a weight loss ad. It's a very old weight loss ad, by the way. I think it was run but just in 2011. It's not that old. So this ad. So when you see something like this, oh, this hit accelerator, your cells are slowing down, erasing wrinkles and reversing. See something like this, you have an idea of this is another one. This was running. Okay, you can see here before, after. This was, look at this lady's under her eyes. This is here, it's clearer. This is her cheeks. Here it's clearer. So when you see stuff like this, you know this is what people are doing out there. This is how they are tackling their marketing. These are the kind of marketing materials they are putting out. So if I'm going to beat them, it's either I do better than what they are doing, or probably I swipe what they are doing and improve on it. So that's an ad. This swipe.co, they're like a bunch of ads here, bunch of ads. Let me just go to niches, business opportunity. So all these ads are ads that are talking about business opportunity. So some of these ads might probably not work now because ads are like very, very, very old ads. But say this shoestring businesses ad by Gary Benzivenga. Let me open it. So when was this ad run? It was run in, I can't see any dates here, but let's forget about that. So now, shoestring businesses that you or your wife can start now and run in your spare time. I have a strong feeling this ad will run on Facebook, this particular headline. Yes, I have a very strong feeling that this particular headline will run on Facebook. Now, shoestring businesses that you or your wife can start now and run in your spare time. For example, there are a couple of businesses you can start. I'm just giving you Facebook resale off the top of my head. Also, there are a bunch of businesses that you can run in your spare time that are very rewarding and profitable. Business like e-commerce, business like CPA, affiliate marketing, business like affiliate marketing. You just list all this business and you inform and educate. Okay, you're informing them already that okay, this is the kind of business they can do in their spare time. Now you now educate them that oh, this is what this one takes. Oh, e-commerce might require to do this, buy goods and that. But affiliate marketing don't really require it. You don't need to have your own products. You don't need to have a shop. You don't even need to start looking to create space in your house for packing goods and all that. And boom, that's how you have an ad running. So yeah, it's saying, see, saying you discover an easy to start business that nets about $25,000 profit in the summer months alone. This is hype. The thing about hype is hype doesn't have to be a lie. It's more like, well, this is what this thing does. That is hype. That is hype. I think there should be okay. You discover why this is how this ad might not run on Facebook in its entirety, but you can take. Are you guys? Can you guys hear me? It seems like my internet connection is unstable. If you can hear me, chat box. Can you hear me? Everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay, go ahead. Okay, thank you, Bob Manuel. Go ahead. Okay, so is it clear now? Okay, yeah, you can hear me. So this is, so you can come here and look for like different ads and just, when you swipe an ad, you don't necessarily copy what's on the ad verbatim. You can just look at the structure of the ad. You can look at the formats. Oh, how is this ad? Like, okay, look at this. Have you ever wondered what you'd look like with $1 million smile? It's $1 million smile. Now, see, that's what I told you about informing and educating. Here, it talks about different types of teeth. C4, A4, B4, D4, A3.5, C3. These are like artificial teeth, veneers. So he educates his audience, like, oh, these are like different types of teeth. When you're going to work on your teeth, this is what you should, and all that. So this is for ads. So when you are going to be able to write good stuff, you have to learn. You have to learn from the masters or copy your competitors. Now for actual ads, let me take you guys to Facebook ad library. I think I have a bunch of ads I want to show you guys here on Facebook ad library. So let me put a random name. Nigeria category or ads. Search by keyword. Let me say bond, Albert. It seems like this guy doesn't run ads. Let me say Joe Sugarman. Get those ads. Let me see. Frank Ken. Okay, nice. This is Frank Ken. Aha, Frank Ken runs ads. So you can see different ads Frank Ken has been running. See this ad, it said started running on 6th November. So on Instagram, see where he's running it on Facebook and Instagram. This is platform Facebook and Instagram. So all these ads are running on these platforms, Facebook and Instagram. See these ads. It always comes down to two things. Either you're not making enough offers or you're not following up enough. Here's how to fix them off. And that's a powerful opener. Here he's highlighting the pain some of affiliate marketers might have. Oh, this is the reason why you're not making sales. It's either you're not making enough offers or you're not following up with your prospects. And a typical affiliate marketer, a typical digital marketer, someone that wants to sell, so I'm going to click on this. But let's click on it. See? So this is a class, but this is not the reason why we are here. So I'm going to pause that. So you see, these are like different ads this guy is running. Let me try someone else. Sabri, that's the right pronunciation. Sabri Subi. Okay, Sabri Subi. Aha. This guy is running ads everywhere. See? 16 ads uses creative and text, 22 ads, 14 ads. As well, this guy is running ads back to back to back, back to back to back, everywhere. This one is just running only on Instagram. This is running on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, audience network, and Messenger. So you see, different ads. So the reason why I brought you guys is to show you that probably you're having issues with your ads. Facebook is blocking your ads and all that. Why don't you simply come to Facebook ad library and look at what other people are doing? Or how are they writing their ads that Facebook is allowing these ads to float? Let me see what they are doing. And you gain an insight into writing pre-sales that will go past Facebook. Then here is also another hack for writing articles. So this is Justin Goff's blog, copywriting, marketing, entrepreneurship. Now, if you look at each of these headlines, every headline is intriguing. It's delivered in a way that makes you want to click it. In fact, I feel like clicking one of these headlines, and I will. I want to click on 682. This tiny change will make your offer sell like hotcakes. Make your offer sell like hot akara. Now imagine someone wants to sell an affiliate marketing mentorship, and he said, "This tiny change will make your offer sell like hot akara." I mean, which Nigerian doesn't know how fast hot akara sells? You see, these are things that you work in your prospect. And hot akara, it sounds entertaining, it sounds funny. If your process sees it and sounds funny, you've disrupted. If that's like a pattern interrupt, you've disrupted the normal ads they are used to. The ads that sound like PhD owners wrote them. You're coming off funny but helpful. So they say like, oh, okay, one of the smartest things you can do as a marketer is stop thinking from your perspective and start thinking like a potential buyer. What I was saying, walk in the shoes of your prospects. Think. But if you look at on page, over 680 lists where I share helpful tips like this that would help you grow your business. Click on the link below. Kaboom! People that are interested start clicking on that link, and that's an ad you have running. So if you're going to write stuff, you have to write them in a way that captures people's curiosity, catches people's attention. That is, every entrepreneur should know this. What should every entrepreneur know? I don't know, but I want to know. I'm itching to open this now. Let me open it. Every entrepreneur should know this. Something I've been trying to get clear on lately is what's my why when it comes to business. For example, I believe my biggest why is freedom. I want the freedom to live where I want, to create the content I want, and to work when I want. The idea of being in an office and taking orders from someone sounds like my version of hell. I want to be my own boss and control my own destiny. So a big part of my why is freedom. Another big part of my why is contribution. And this is why I do affiliate marketing with Expert Mia. Click on the link below to learn how. Of course, that was too quick, but this should give you an idea about how you can enter people's minds, how you can capture your prospects' attention. So I think we've reached like 1 hour on this class. Before I go on, if you guys have any question, before I go on. Okay, this website is justingolf.com. justingolf.com/ let me just copy it and post it on the chat box to everyone. justingolf.com. This is swipe.co. This is web.facebook.com/ads/library. You can just Google Facebook ad library. Swipes already is swipes.co. So that's for everything is here. justingolf.com, swipe.co, Facebook ad library. You can just type Facebook ad library on Google or web.facebook.com/ads/library and see what other people are doing and just recalibrate whatever it is you're doing and you're good to go. So if you have any question before I continue, two participants raise their hands. Okay. Adetutu, you're up, please. Ask your question.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Adetutu. Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. I think we've lost Adetutu. Collins.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Collins.
Yeah, nice class so far. So the question that I have is that, okay, when we are trying to pre-sell in our posts, maybe on our Facebook post or even our Twitter posts, and we want to sound inspirational. For example, trying to say that, okay, this is where I was before, this is where I am now, and you can also do the same, right? But now the thing is that, okay, for example, I'm just getting into this affiliate marketing thing.
Okay.
So I've gone a bit far into the course. So, but I'm pretty much like a beginner, right? So if I'm trying to tell someone that I was here before, now I'm making 100,000 naira weekly, which is not true yet. So is it a case of you have to be a little bit dishonest, or you're going to be using the stories of other people, but using the stories of other people will not have the same impact if it is your own personal story, because you'll be able to sell it more. So what do you think about this little dilemma I just asked about?
Well, I don't think it's a dilemma actually, because I don't believe in lying to people. I believe in this is what's up. It's either you believe or you don't believe. The thing about uh, telling people stuff is, okay, this is where I was, this is.
Yeah.
It might not be your story. The fact that it's a story, I'm trying to look for the thread I made on Twitter. You guys are seeing my screen, have you?
I am.
So a thread I made on Twitter. I think I try to remember. Okay, it's not correct. This keyword is not. Teacher. Some really old tweets. Okay, yeah. So that is thread, for example.
You are still on the Facebook library, from what I'm seeing.
Well, am I sharing? Oh, it seems like I'm not. Okay. I'm using another browser. That's why it's not showing. Wait, let me try to use share. Yeah. Can you guys see Twitter now?
Not yet. Okay, yes.
Okay, wait. So this is a thread I made on Twitter early this year. So yesterday, at Bronzelisiaga made this tweet. Affiliate marketing is the only legal enterprise that yields the same outrageous profits as drug trafficking. I said, not going to argue with you if it's true or not, but I want to show you 4 reasons why it might be true. Check below. Someone's story, Bruno, not my story. Another person's story, Pascal, not my story. Another person's story, Uchendo Bialo. Then I said, and stories of other women and men like this abound. So, but the common denominator in all their stories that anyone and anybody, whether working class or students, can do the same thing and make as much money or even more. So I now said, if a student, a busy 9-to-5 worker, a lawyer or stay-at-home mom can figure it out, then who said you can't? And then, I just trade. I said, your earnings are limitless. Someone made 1.1 million in a week. Someone made 6 million in less than a year. Someone made 300K in 3 months. Someone else made 65K in 1 week. Someone made 120K in 12 days. There's simply no barrier. Even you not do this one. Just throwing in entertainment. Unless I forget, this is no Ponzi scheme. Either it's an MLM or network marketing business. I said, look at these comments. Social proof.
Yeah.
But no need to continue talking this fine evening. This free video helps me and thousands of others to start our journey. Click on the link below to watch it. Straight up. Did I say anything about selling the product? No. Like I said, sell the click. And that's what I did here. So.
Yeah, it's good. Fair enough. Thanks.
You're welcome. So please don't lie to anybody. Please. If you're not at point B, don't claim you're there. Everybody starts from somewhere. So at day 2, I'm meeting you again. The question, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay. Please, my question is concerning using WhatsApp, trying to organize a free class. So I'm working on, I've not been running ads. So I'm leveraging on my friends, cousins, and everyone possible. and I've been getting people to join the group. I use the WhatsApp link such that they get to me. They have to save my contact. I saved theirs before I now add them to the group. So where I'm going is my intention for the free training that I want to do now is, okay, you said, I think last week or so, that we shouldn't introduce the lower product first. We should start with the high priced one.
I don't remember seeing this one.
Maybe it was Chigozie or so.
Okay.
Maybe last meeting or upper week.
Yeah,
So
probably.
my point
Yeah,
is,
it's not wrong. Yeah, I'm listening.
okay. So now where I'm going is, I intend, saying, you can do affiliate marketing, do e-commerce, then freelancing. So the intention is now dwell more on the affiliate marketing, then try to sell the people that might say they are not interested in affiliate marketing. You can do freelance freelance port. I can't remember the title of that freelance thing. So where I'm going is, when it comes to, thank God, I've been able to make like 2 sales that I can use as proof, my own personal proof. So I'm now thinking, now I'm gathering because I'm using a different line now. Since we were told to like try and have a separate line for the WhatsApp that we use. So I'm trying to get that new leads on this line. So those are the set of people that I'm working with now for the training. So where I'm now going is it okay if I now, while explaining to them, if I talk to the extent of saying, okay, for example, if you buy, if you sell a product of so amount, you get also commission like mine. Now, I'm thinking some people might feel, okay, if I buy from Anna, she will get so amount. The way some set of people think, that they will, I'll now get certain amount on them. They are not seeing it from the perspective that, because I've done the outline such that, okay, I want to let them know that, yes, I want to help you. Then if you cannot do this, then there are options. Then, okay, you can read this book for starters. So I want to ask, is it okay if I go in depth to let them know to really, maybe say, okay, I imagine I earn this on so a month, because I am thinking of using figures. I already wrote it down that, okay, imagine that you make so amount 25K on a particular, and you sell that product so times. So I want to be sure if it will not be a mistake to really go in depth to let them understand to that extent on affiliate marketing while trying to sell the 72 IG.
Okay, probably it was in Chigo's class where he said introduce the high products first, the lower price one later. Now this thing happens in certain boutiques. I don't know if Nigerians are that savvy, but you go to a boutique and they tell you, they see a particular clothes, a particular dress, they go, this one is 50K. Then they tell you, oh, there's also another one you should see. They take you down and say, oh, this one is 30K. They're like, okay, why is this one 30K and that one is? They say, that 50K, you get particular people wear around, now this person selling to you is trying to play psychological tactic on you. The thing is, they know that if they tell you that the people that wear that 50K clothes, if they might not even necessarily say that these people are better than you. If they allude to it, they insinuate that these people are better than you. That's why they are wearing this. You want to prove yourself. You want to prove them wrong. And in proving them wrong, you buy the 50K clothes, which is what they've always wanted to sell to you. So when you're using that contrast in that style of contrast in affiliate marketing, you tell someone 72 IG, 50K, where you get to learn this and that. They tell you, oh, it's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. Now, bring in the freelancing course. Oh, this is a cheaper option. But the thing is, for this cheaper option, you're not really working for yourself. You see the contrast I'm using now. Affiliate marketing are telling you you're your own boss. You're making your own money.
Okay.
You're your own, you're going on vacation. You're waking up when you like, you're doing this. Now I'm bringing freelance. I'm telling you, of course, this is a cheaper option, but you are not your own. You have to look for people you're going to work with. You have to look for people that are going to pay you so and so. You have to go it. Now, I know what I've always wanted to sell to you initially. But since you're saying, oh, you can't get this one, I'm telling you, okay, you can get this one, but these are the pros and the cons of getting this. So at the end of the day, whichever way you go, whether if you get a freelancing, I still make money off it. The only difference is I won't make as much money as I would have made if I got a service, which means I don't lose at the end of the day. If you say, oh, I don't want to start going to look for clients, blah, blah, let me just get the service right. Fine and good. I still don't lose. The reason why lots of affiliates have issues is they have this, if I win, you must lose mentality. Like, oh, I'm taking your money. But they forget that the product you're selling to this person can change their lives in more ways than one. People have used what they've learned from Sensuality to start offline businesses. Like there's a lady in the story where she just used the Facebook ads part where she learned about running ads on Facebook. She collaborated with her friend. They ran ads in Keja. And I think they did like 2 million naira worth of stuff in a couple of weeks. Physical marketing. So these are things that you can use as stories. As like, oh, these are the things you can learn when you get this program. But in case they say, oh, I can't afford this, because when someone tells you I can't afford this, there's a way my mind works. When you tell me I can't afford this thing, I always think it's either you don't have the money or you probably have, say, this, I'm selling something of you.
Okay.
So you use contrast like that to you know, give them space to make up their mind. Because the space you're giving them is might probably be sleeping at night and they'll be having dreams of they'll be having dreams of the testimonials. See, I made someone, see, I made someone. Should be under the snooze like this. So instead of rushing in with, oh, if you can't afford this, get this, so you give them space. And over time, they'll say, why am I saying this? I've tried to sell some trade to someone. And I think according to them, they said maybe it might take them too much work or it was too expensive. But I saw them in sports betting affiliate program, which is like 17K or thereabouts. I saw them, that's also another affiliate program, but it's a cheaper version. So these are like different ways you can sell stuff to people.
But sir, I would like to know, so now if after doing, while doing the training now, is it advisable that
I can't hear you anymore. You said? I can't hear you anymore. Is it advisable that what happens? I'll have to meet someone else. Muhammad, Sami. Hello, Muhammad. Like Mohammed's not there. Austin Onyebuchi.
All right. Hello.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, good evening. Okay. My question is on so IG and non-Nigerian prospects or clients. So I don't really like. I have some clients that are interested in this affiliate marketing, but because of the payments, I have to receive payment and all that. So I don't know why there's no option, as in there's no payment, how to receive a payment option for international students for the 72 IG program. So I don't really understand why there's no such this thing.
Almost every Nigerian business, almost every business operates out of Nigeria has cross-border payment issues. Now, the easiest thing you can see, you want to use, maybe probably use crypto to pay, but we know the Nigerian government stance on it. So if you don't say you want to start using crypto to pay today and tomorrow they are closing the expansion down because we use something that we shouldn't use. So it's not like we haven't been thinking about this or trying to work ways around this. We've been constantly working on different approaches to make this happen. So for now, what you tell them is, because we have a couple of foreign athletes on Expagnia already that make money, they have money in the system. The only thing is they can't be paid at the moment. The only thing I tell them, they are going to hold their money in escrow. And once we sort out this cross-border payment issues, we are going to release their funds to them.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Welcome. So I'm unmuting you the third time.
Up my links immediately after explaining to them in the training, like, okay, this e-commerce, freelancing, affiliate marketing, like all those return on investment business models that was in the one of the documents that is in our 72 IG course by Mr. Toyin Omotosho. So I'm now asking that, or do I wait for them to be asking me and be giving them individually based on their interest, or after in the training I can just give it out that, okay, anyone you want to check out, kindly check them out?
So there's something called nudging. Now, when I showed you guys the ad on swipes.co, when I was just talking about how you could write your ad, say e-commerce, different businesses, different shoestring businesses that you or your wife can run in spare time. Exactly. Yeah. So there's something called nudging. Now, what nudging is this? This is what I want you to do, but I'm not going to expressly tell you that this is what you should do. Instead, I'll give you choices. The reason why I give you choices is because human beings don't like to feel like they are being forced to do something. Don't like to feel like you're pushing them into something. So I'll give you, see, there's e-commerce, there is freelancing, there is Facebook, running ads on Facebook, there's this, there's that, there's affiliate marketing. But the idea about nudging is those things that I tell you I don't want you to do, I'm not going to go in depth into them. So when I tell you there's this, there's that, it's actually affiliate marketing that I'm trying to sell to you. So I'll just say, now for affiliate marketing, you don't need a product, you don't need it. I start going deeply into affiliate marketing. Now, why is it? You said?
I said into the benefits.
Exactly. So why is it called nudging? Because nudging means, let's just quickly use Google, check the meaning of nudging. N-U-T-G-I. Nudging means to prod someone gently with one's elbow, or to push or touch something gently or gradually, to coax or gently encourage someone to do something. So I am gently encouraging you to do something that I want without being particularly direct.
I get it. I get it. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. So, after our class. Remember I said you have between 2 to 5 seconds to engage wherever it is you're writing stuff or you're writing stuff to. And you shouldn't fuck it up. You should ensure that you grab their attention. Yeah, Mohammed.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mohammed.
I saw something on this platform, something like amazing zero content paper, whatever. I want more explanation on it.
Mohammed, are you an Expagnia affiliate?
Yes, I'll register.
Okay, So what do you want to know more about?
The amazing thing about zero content printing, whatever. I saw it on the platform as well.
This one you're saying zero content, whatever. Me, I don't know what is whatever.
Amazing zero content. What's it called? It's on this platform as well.
I most likely have no idea what you're talking about. So maybe if you're clear about the question, then you can raise your hand again and ask it.
I'll get back to you later. Don't worry.
Okay, you're welcome. So great. So as I was saying, you have just 2 to 5 seconds to engage your prospects, and you can swipe. You can swipe old ads. You can swipe what your competitor is doing. But mine of surgery is designed. Okay. Hello, Bob Manuel.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the your speech. So I have a question I want to ask. In terms of running ads, I don't know if this is out of question or out of what you are doing now, but since it is still in view of promoting the 72 IG, I want to ask: are there some ways we need to avoid on our sales copy when on our pre-sale content when running an ad? Are there some words like I ran one yesterday, okay, this morning, but I was trying to avoid mentioning the word money so that maybe Facebook don't suspect or don't think maybe you're trying to collect money. So when writing an ad, like, or maybe from what you sent to us, if you are copying or taking a template, working with a template you sent. So are there some ways we need to avoid mentioning so that the ads don't get banned, something of that nature? Or are there things we need to be mindful of so that the ads don't get rejected?
So when you're running an ad on Facebook, it's important that you read Facebook's ad policies. It's important that you read because there's something called a Facebook compliance ad. So for your ad to be compliant, it has to comply with Facebook's policies. Okay, let me show you guys, I think, a couple of compliance ads. Let me just, I'm not supposed to do this, but I have it for UK, excuse the messaging, which details on the email. So I don't have it for much like our yes. Cash flow specialist. That is to get the ad. And it seems like probably this specialist. I don't think this business is still on Facebook. Probably don't show them. Okay, let me look for another one. Odimawa. But it doesn't have any ad running. This will just impress everybody for them. But brown. Okay, this is the brown marketing. No ads. Hello. Let me see. Benjamin. I'm not sure. I think these guys' ads are usually compliant, so it doesn't have a problem. Benjamin. So this is pension. Now, see this ad this guy is running. After spending over 1 million on ads in the last couple of years and taking careful notes along the way, I've got the formula for success down to the science. Sure, it cost me 1 million plus to crack the code, but it's helped me earn 10 times that amount too. Now, for the first time ever, I'm sharing everything I've learned: thought process, the strategy, imaging copy, and even examples of the exact ads themselves. Now, this guy is trying to sell an ad course. Now, if you notice, he didn't say after making 100 million running ads, he said after spending. Now, for someone to spend 1 million on ads, it's two things: either he made back serious money or he didn't make any money at all. But he moved from this is how much I made to this is how much I spent. So spending this amount of money means I've learned so much from spending this amount of money. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this guy now is this is ads. Notice that his ads not they really get issues. I think the guy's business style doesn't really have make him targeted. Let me look for traffic performance. So the thing is, you have to read Facebook's T&C. If Facebook tells you don't do this, generally allow them and don't do it. So avoid any extra wahala. That's just it. Facebook says don't make claims. Then don't make claims. Okay, I think this page has ads. Nice. These guys have ads, bunch of ads. These guys are selling money making stuff. So here, this is this particular ad. It's not particularly saying you're going to make so amount in this time. You're going to make so amount in this time. This thing looks very educative, despite how short it is. So if you're going to run ads, you have to, like I said, swipe, look at what other people are doing, and work with them. You get, and also read policies. So the long arm of Mark Zuckerberg won't be our gas. I will ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Awe Olubowale. Awe Olubowale is not there. Steve Oyosumwa.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Steve.
Yeah, good, sir. My question is just about relation complaint. Sometime about I register. I'm a student of the 72 IG WhatsApp program. I have registered since. But on my marketplace, I don't have that 72 IG program. The one that gives 50% commission. I don't have that set up on my marketplace.
Okay, no problem. Just send the DM to expert me on Twitter, and they'll forward to support to resolve it.
I have done that for the past 4 days now. They have not replied me.
Okay, the thing is, support usually sorts through thousands of email requests every day. So, but don't worry. As you've highlighted this, you can just send it again. So maybe I'll personally forward it for you directly.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Welcome. Oinyechi, your
Yeah,
question.
right. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, thanks for this session. It was so much value added. But my question is out of what was really taught tonight. I registered last month, about on the 15th of October last month, to become an affiliate through the 72 IEG. So I paid 50K for it. So it happened that I made a mistake in the email address I used, the person I sent to register me. I made a mistake in it. So after the registration, that was when I noticed that there was a mistake. So, and it made me not to be able to access my own account till date. And I've sent couples of emails to Expertnet. So they demanded that I send them a reference number, registration reference number, as a proof that I actually paid for the course and I've registered. But because the email used to register wasn't correct, so I didn't get any proof of payment receipt from a Paystack. So I want to know what could be done in it so I can at least start up.
What happened is, as it is like this now, you don't have the payments, the purchase order ID number, I suppose.
Yeah.
So what happened is, we'd have to track these payments manually.
Okay.
So you just okay, maybe you should forward some of these things to Emmanuel's DM on Twitter.
From morning to night.
Okay.
Yeah, message Emmanuel directly so he can help track the payments for you.
Please, who is this Emmanuel? Emmanuel who?
Emmanuel Aduti, he's my co-host on this call.
I'm in a Zoom meeting.
Okay. All right,
So,
no problem.
yeah, Emmanuel is the affiliate manager, so that's sort him out.
All right, no problem. Thank you. Does he have an email address so I can at least send personally to him? Because I cannot access.
If you send Emmanuel's emails are very congested. So I think it's best you I don't know. It's going to be you might miss your email. That's something I'm setting up. So I think it's best you send a DM to him on Twitter. Like it's easier for him to respond to, or maybe I think WhatsApp or so, but that will be up to you. I think at the end of this call, he's going to come on. So maybe you could ask him for his number if it's
all right.
willing to share that with you and all that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. I'm unmuting you again.
Okay.
Hello, Awe Lubowale.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All
Yes.
right. Oh, good.
Your voice is coming in and going out.
Oh.
I think you have to move around.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. All right. So my question is brief. Like I'm gonna be brief with my question. I'm having a particular class.
Your voice is breaking.
On 7th.
Your voice is breaking. I think you'd have to move around out to somewhere else that has better network reception, please.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to move around.
So I'm going to just give you 30 seconds to. If you can't, then maybe by the end of the call. Still the same thing. Still the same thing.
Since the network is bad over here, I don't know. Seems I'm having network problems.
All right.
All right, thank you. Maybe I'll be asking the question then.
No, voila. So back to what we're saying. You have 5 seconds to engage prospects. Use Facebook ads to learn from your competitors. Study old ads or other people's ads. I showed you an example like swipe.co. Then when you're writing, write in a conversational way, in a conversational manner, in a way that seems like you're having a discussion with who is reading. Write in a way that has curiosity. I use them just in Gov's blog to show you guys how you can write in a way that is curious and be relatable. Share some stories once in a while, just share personal stuff, something you've learned, and all of that. So there's something else about storytelling. There's something called looping. Now, cool thing about looping is, I shared this before in a class. In a class, I'm talking about emails. Looping is usually mostly used in emails and pre-sales. Now, if I want to loop, like one famous copywriter that usually loops is Tony Fortizo. So if I want to loop like loop a message now, I could say, I'm thinking of something. So last night I woke up, I had a bad dream. And in this dream, I saw my late father turning his back on me. When I asked him what the problem was, he said, with the way I'm going, looks like I'm going to disappoint him. And when I asked him how, he said, why haven't you signed up to Toyin Omotosho's emails? See, it might not be as short as this, but I use an entirely different angle from what your reader is normally expecting. I came from an entirely different angle and connected the exact message I wanted to share with you. So that's how you can loop. You can loop in different so many hawkers along Lagos roads. And then along the line, you can switch to WhatsApp marketing. Like, oh, there are so many hawkers along Lagos road. You talk about how they are running into traffic, how they almost get hit by cars and all that. Then you're like, but thank God, some of us don't have to do this because with WhatsApp marketing, the only traffic we have is the traffic on our WhatsApp status. No car is going to hit us. We don't have to put ourselves in danger. We don't have to run around or run from Lasma and all that, all thanks to WhatsApp marketing. And sometimes you don't even need to have your own product to sell. So unlike these kids that are running in traffic trying to sell stuff, you don't need to say carry money to go and buy stuff. You can just sell other people's stuff and get the commission off it. You see, I've gone from hawkers in traffic to WhatsApp marketing to affiliate marketing, which is what I want to sell. So looping. We don't have time to really go deep into looping and everything and all that. But this is like an example. I think I've used like 3 stories to show you how looping is. So another thing is, if you're going to sell stuff to people online, you have to have a personality. Now, it doesn't matter if your personality online is different from your personality offline, but people want to be able to relate to you. They want to like, oh, this person. For example, if I call certain names on Twitter, for people who really use Twitter, this person is known for this. If I say Sega Link is known for tweeting about police brutality, about SARS, about this. If I say Kelvin Odance, he tweets about patriarchy, about this. If I say Toyin Omotosho, sales and marketing. If I say Andy Mukolo, copywriting. So you have to create a personality. So people should have this idea in their head when they see your profile, when they follow you online. They have to know, oh, there's this guy, Greater Bio. I've forgotten his surname, Bio something. He talks about career building, career development. Like, even if you don't want to work a 9 to 5, when you read greater Bio stories about how you can advance in your career, or more, even if na normal entrepreneur you be, they work from home, you won't go work for office. And he shares like lots and lots of personal stories, lots and things he learned from his mother, from his father, from working here, like career related stuff. So okay, someone like Obenitipo on Twitter, he's always saying go and learn it, go and register for a course, go and learn this, invest in yourself. So you have to craft a personality around who you are, because that is when it will be easier for you to sell to people. That is when it will be easier for you to sell stuff to people. If people look at you and they're kind of like, oh, this is what I gained from following this guy or from reading this guy's stuff, it's going to be sooner rather than later, it's going to be hard for you to hold their attention. So you have to craft a personality. And once you've crafted a personality, the thing about creating content is you can take an email, repurpose it, and post it on Twitter as a thread. You can take that same email, post it on Instagram. You can take it, post it on Facebook. Although it's advisable that you start with one traffic source at the beginning and grow it to a certain extent. For example, like you say, Expatnia's Twitter. Expatnia's Twitter has like 10,000 followers. That's like its biggest. Expatnia was focused on Twitter for some time before they started. I think Expatnia started with doing Facebook. Then they went to Twitter. So I think Twitter is like 10K, Facebook is like 5K, Instagram is like almost 2K, and all that. So you have to focus on the particular traffic source, grow it. After you've grown it, then start spreading yourself to other traffic sources, so you don't spread yourself too thin. Okay, something else I think I showed in the other class that I haven't shown now. I'm sure you guys are seeing my screen. So there's this site called quillbots.com. So paraphrasing, it's just simple. As someone starting up, you might not have like lots of ideas, you might not know lots of things to share. So say for example, I take this tweet where I said affiliate marketing is the only legal enterprise that yields the same outrageous profit as drug trafficking. I take this tweet and I go to Quillbots, paste text here, and I click on paraphrase. So see the original text here. Affiliate marketing is the only legal enterprise that yields the same outrageous profit as drug trafficking. Here is saying affiliate marketing is the only legitimate business that makes as much money as drug trafficking. Same thing, different words. Here, rephrase again. Only legitimate business that makes as much money as drug trafficking is affiliate marketing. This is a mad opener, and you are free to steal it, but don't forget to send my tithes when you steal it. So you can come here, like when you see, in case you're strapped for content, because the thing about content is, for you to be able to create solid content, you have to consume lots of good stuff. You have to consume books, podcasts, tweets, articles to be able to come up with something that is very good. So say for example, you're strapped for content, you don't know what to write. You can just look around what other people are doing, take it and just try to repackage it. Don't just take their stuff and post it verbatim. Just try to repackage, try to change it in your own words. And when what I'm saying this is, some people might say, oh, this person stole took my tweet or the same thing I wrote and just changed the words and all that. The thing is, when you're an artist, back in the day in Italy, when you want to become an artist, they first take you to a master, someone who has been an artist for maybe 20 years plus. Now, what this master does is he gives you some of the things he has worked on, maybe sculptures, paintings, portraits, and tells you to copy all those sculptures, all those paintings. So you start copying them one by one by one. Same thing with copywriting. They tell you write out this sales letter by hand, study it and all that. Because as a beginner, there are some things that you are not going to know. There are some things that you are a rookie, you won't know these things. So you have to learn from other people. You have to look at other people's style, how they are working it, what they are doing. And over time, you're going to grow. Don't just remain in that copying phase. So today, if you're copying stuff from people, one day you should be writing stuff that other people should be copying. And another thing is that you're selling a solution. Because some of the reasons why people don't respond to your ad is because they don't see you as either an authority or someone credible. An authority doesn't mean you've made hundreds of millions. An authority simply, when I say an authority, I have a friend who, whenever there's a business he wants to go into, he calls me, Alpha, shit. Oh, you get this business. How you see him? He tells me, and I tell him, oh, I think you should do this. I think you should do this. I think you should do this. And we've known each other for, say, going to 10 years. We met in the university, going to 10 years. You get. So this guy has grown to trust me, to trust my judgment, trust what I would give him as advice. I have this certain level of authority in his eyes. Oh, if I reach out to Chase, he's going to give me reasonable advice. So these are some of the things your prospects should look up to you as. Oh, if I'm reading this person's tweets, I'm reading this person's stuff, I should be able to learn something from it. And that's how you grow. That's how you go from point A to point B over and over again. So we've reached, this is 9 p.m. There's a bunch of stuff we can still talk about, but we've done 2 hours that we're supposed to do in this class. So I think we'll just end this class here. If you have a question, quick question, or you just answer a couple of questions. So I've unmuted you, Bob Manuel, before I leave.
Okay, please, I want to know what page is this? Like, I just came back and I was offline. I just came back. So I met this Screenbots. Okay, and what it does.
For paraphrasing.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, in case we stumble upon an article and we need to paraphrase.
Probably see an article that catches your attention and you enjoy it. You can paraphrase it, you can rephrase it. And then after you've done that, you can just maybe take out some stuff in there and just repackage it.
Wow, that's powerful. Thanks for sharing this.
Welcome.
Yeah, that was all.
Any other question before we all go to our houses and go and sleep? You didn't get the meeting link in your email because Mr. Toyin forgot to send the meeting link to your email. But you are here, so other classes, you get your emails. Thank you. Any other question? Any other question? Well, there's no other question. I think Mr. Emmanuel can come in to close the class for us.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good evening, everyone, once again. So, Uche, you've done You've done wonderfully well. Okay. So basically, I noticed that someone was trying to reach out to me. So if you can send me a DM on Twitter, Emmanuel Adio21. So Emmanuel Adio2 is EM. I'm just going to put it in the chat box.
Ayechi has a question. Ayechi, that's a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, Mr. Manuel, I'm the one that asked the question. I wanted to reach out to you. If it's
Yeah,
possible,
just send me a DM on WhatsApp. Sorry, a DM on Twitter.
please, why not on WhatsApp?
Sorry?
Why not on WhatsApp, please? Maybe drop your number.
I can't hear you. Speak up, please.
Can you hear me now? Why not on WhatsApp? Why not on WhatsApp?
Thing is,
A married man can't be giving his WhatsApp number anyhow.
Please, I'm begging.
You want to cause
I am
issues between him
begging.
and his wife.
No, please. The reason
What is
why
he
I
going to
want
tell
to
his
reach out
wife?
to him on WhatsApp is that I cannot access Twitter at the moment, and I don't, after the ban, so I can't go into my Twitter. I don't know how else I can do that. So please, WhatsApp, please.
Onyeshi.
Married man, you're asking a married man for his WhatsApp number.
Onyeshi.
Well,
Sir.
Okay. I'm going to share my. I don't know. I'm going to just send this to you alone now.
Yay, thank you.
I'm going to send it to you, but please
let me drop my own number rather.
Okay. So, but please don't share my number, and I'm not taking any mentorship on WhatsApp. I'm just going to.
All right.
Just going to reply to. I'm just going to help you resolve the issue. Okay. The reason why I really don't share the WhatsApp thing is because most times when you do, a lot of people will now start messaging you to now start disturbing you on different offers. So
all right, sir.
That's it. So if you share yours,
Right.
I'm just going to. Okay, I think I have it. I'm going to message you on WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, I just sent now. Thank you so much.
Okay, so any question for me? Okay, so basically, as you guys know, this is a weekly thing. So by next week, I think we'll be bringing in one of our top affiliates, Dr. Precious. Anyway, I'm still trying to get him to say yes. Okay. So, and I think the one after, I will be taking a class on traffic, on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and just different platforms where you can drive traffic from. Okay, so if there are no more questions, we're just going to have to end the class, and then we'll meet again by Wednesday, 7 p.m. Okay, so for those of you who did not get who didn't get the link to this class sent to your email, we're very sorry for that. I think Mr. Tony did scheduled an email, but then it didn't go out. So, but I hope that the next one you will get it. And plus the next class, can you hear me? The next class, I think you don't even need to get a new link. You can always join with the same link. So if you have this link, you can save it for the next class. So what you just need to do is that by 7 p.m. on Wednesday, just click on the same link that you used to join this class. If you click on the same link, you will be able to join us, okay? All right, so in the absence of no more questions, so I just want to say good night to everyone, and I wish everyone a happy night rest, a wonderful night rest, and see you next week Wednesday. Bye-bye.